So, duo piano system, but it isn't this piano and the black one. It's this piano and one that we don't have to show you. That would be the recording piano of the pair. And a musician would sit down at that piano and play, and there were large 5-foot rolls, graphite markings would be made on that, and then a couple of technicians would sit at another machine, and they had some dials, and they would make some markings. All of those markings would be transcribed onto a standard roll for that company's dual art piano system. So in this case, here for the Weber. And then a musician would have to listen to it being played back and authorize, yep, this is as close as you get to hearing me at concert. Because again, you see the tracker bar, 88 holes for the piano keys, but this has a whole other section of other holes on each side. This keys to another little mechanism here that allows for 32 different instances of dynamics, so loud and soft and tempo changes and everything. So this is the most expressive instrument at its time to give you that you are there at a concert experience.
What time period is this?
Well, the concert we're going to play for you on this roll was
Rhapsody in Blue.
Hey, did you read that or you just knew?
I read that.
Okay, he's very good. And so, do you know who commissioned that piece?
Gershwin.
Gershwin wrote it, but his friend, the band leader, Paul Whitman, was the guy that said, hey, can you write something really cool for a concert I have coming up in April in 1924? And it was entitled An Experiment in American Music. And of course, jazz was just starting to be a thing at the time. And George said, yeah. Well, the story goes that he got a little behind in his composition. He was working on a musical with his brother Ira, and he was traveling up to Boston back and forth. So some people say if you hear noise that sounds like train on a track, he was either inspired by that commute or he wrote part of it on that commute. So here we're going to play the last 4 minutes of Rhapsody in Blue for you. I'll leave this open so you can watch the mechanics work for a while. Then partway through the song, I'll lift the Paul bar and you can watch the magical fingers of George at work on the Weber Duo Art reproducing piano.
And is this a grand, or I think this is a baby grand?
You know, I know it's not a grand, but
Probably baby grand.